A lot goes into building a missionary team. Here's a few of those things. First, diverse giftings. We should look for a host of diverse giftings for missionary effectiveness. And trust me when I say, our cities need these more than ever. The lead planter is a vital role for sure, but the team that goes is a crucial part, and the gifts that they take with them to the city. No one is omnicompetent, so church planter, you will need help, both in terms of different giftings and in terms of critical mass in order to reach the city. We need spiritual giftings that can bring a holistic view of the gospel to your places. Men and women of prayer, of teaching, of wisdom, discernment, encouragement. We need people who can influence lawmakers, lab assistants, stay-at-home moms and social workers who can encourage, proclaim, discern, teach every fiber of society to be influenced with the power of the gospel. 1 Corinthians 12 says we need the diverse giftings for the strengthening of the church. The eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. We need these people with a bold and dreaming faith that will believe the harvest is just around the corner. People who spur one another on in love and good works. We want to display these giftings to the cities that we're going to. They don't just need to see the church planter. They need to see the priesthood of all believers. Eagerly desire these giftings for your church. Second, prayer must be the bedrock of a church plant. And I am not talking about as an optional add-on or when you really need something to happen, but prayer with intentionality. It has to be the root and the outflow of your ministry. We see Jesus throughout his ministry saturated in prayer. He depended on communion with the Father for his strength and for the fullness of the Spirit for his power. How much more should we? Calling your teams to fast and pray for periods together as a group, and then come together and hear what God has been showing you. In church planting, we will have seasons where we inevitably start looking at the waves instead of the one standing on them. And prayer will be the exact thing that brings our vision into focus and lifts our eyes above. Have some organization around it. Set times on your calendar to pray, both individually and corporately. Set aside periods of days to fast together. Our church just fasted and prayed corporately for 21 days, and watching God revive us again and giving us vision and vigor for the mission, it was incredible. Pray for the harvest to come with intentionality. Implore God to give you exactly what they need. He is your Father. If you want to see mission and vision come together, get people on their faces to pray together. Third, strategy. You look at a city and have a clear strategy. Think in terms of strategy both for your team and for your city. When you're thinking about your launch team, remember that they will lay a foundation, but they're not the church yet. So we want to develop skills to build teams. The team that lays the foundation is not necessarily the same team that's going to build the walls. Hear this, the main training for a launch team is much more about their being than their doing. Who is this church going to be? What are their vision and values? Who are we asking the launch team to be? Disciple-making disciples. Do they know how to evangelize? Does that need to be a place that you start? Out of these values flow all the more granular strategy of the where and how. For example, when you select a city and you're learning about it, you can't just go off the demographics you found online. You need to actively see and meet new people and ask them about the city. What do you believe? Why do you believe it? How does it affect the way you live? What are the hang-ups in that particular city around Christianity? See where the marginalized are, where the poor are, where the people of peace are. I have met a lot of church planners, and if I could say one thing, think more about how to build a team of faithful laborers in the missionary task than you do about Sunday mornings. It's the people of the church that will make the impact. Cast vision to your vision casters. When you're looking for people, look for sacrificial laborers. Find disciple-making disciples and prayer warriors. Paul's, Lydia's, Barnabas, Junia's, Deborah's. Get them excited about the vision. The people who are living with that come and die, Jesus must become more, I must become less mentality. People who actively live and experience the gospel in their lives on the daily. They will be the key contributors to the gospel culture in the church. People that display the grace of the gospel, not as a mere concept, but in visible and felt reality in the beauty of human relationships. We need it in the tone and feel and vibe and honesty and gentleness and humor and relaxedness and cheerfulness and humility and the spirit of praise in a church. A team that loves one another, both in sin and in suffering, that the looking world would look and say, look at the way that they love one another. God is surely among them. The people that assume responsibility and will do whatever it takes to reach all people. It's about the priesthood of all believers and displaying that to a lost and broken world. God doesn't need us, but he delights to use us. We've got good news.